Hello everybody, it's your boy SCGRANT, and I'm back with another mainline video, and this time it's my very last blog video. But before we basically start off the video, I want to point a disclaimer that this video was recorded long before Thanksgiving. So I like to point out that any news or anything I talk about in this video is most likely pretty much stated in this video, and any news of said topics that I talk about. But if you check the timestamp below, you know exactly what certain topics that I'm going to discuss in this video, and to give my personal thoughts about them overall in this video. As once again, time flies, and eventually I will have to keep you guys up to date, whether or not, because this is considered my last blog video of 2024 on the blog channel. So without further ado, thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you all stock up on snacks and refreshments. It's going to be a long one. Okay, first up, we got word from the official Need for Speed fan Discord / Reddit that pretty much the release date for the upcoming Volume 9 content update of Need for Speed Unbound has just been revealed through a promotional email courtesy of the community, and it turns out that November 26th will be the release date of the Volume 9, and the fact that it was actually in Polish, but thankfully someone was kind enough to translate the whole thing and smoothly. So what do I think about all this? Well, the fact of the matter is that I was pretty mixed. Number one, that they decided to have this new quote content update ready to go 2 days before Thanksgiving, because why would you really, like, this is just my personal opinion, is why would you release the content update like when everybody's literally preparing for Thanksgiving? That just makes no sense, because to me, whenever it's Thanksgiving time, meaning that I will not be doing anything else, but the fact that they decided to release this. And with it, I had some suspicions that I had to do. So what I did for the gaming channel is that I had to put up 2 new tune-on builds of the Charger Hellcat and the Z prototype, the Nissan Z prototype onto the channel, in order to try and solidify that I was not gonna be able to make that pretty much that deadline. I was not gonna be able to put out any more tune-on builds the moment that my gaming channel will take its holiday break off. So with it, I had decided that I was posting the last 2 new cars that are gonna get yet to be added into the main channel through some sort of showcase video, but that is yet to be determined. Just have to look out for that. But overall, we have no news on what the new cars are, what the speed passes is, and what the events are. What we do only got is a release date, so keep an eye out for November 26th to all Need for Speed Unbound players. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay, just to clarify on this one, we have not gotten any news related to Xenoverse 2 since they teased us with, a ultra super villain version of Jiren and Belmont being playable, and also with Goku Mini from Dragon Ball Daima also being playable for Xenoverse 2, because we know we got Sparking Zero and Kakarot and all the other games. Basically having Goku Mini confirmed for Xenoverse 2, along with Vegeta Mini and Glorio also confirmed for Sparking Zero as playable, since Goku Mini is already playable in Sparking Zero through a 3 order bonus. And once again, because remember, late September, we got a teaser for Future Saga Chapter 2, and yet we still have no news related to that, when it'll come out. But most people should speculate it'll be like, okay, it got teased in late September, so most likely maybe late November, early December, we might get DLC, like get Future Saga Chapter 2 finally drops, like that. I'm still keeping an open mind on that. I'm very skeptical about that, so I will basically stay in the middle until we get more information regarding the Future Saga Chapter 2 in terms of content, because like I said, Ultra Super Villain Jiren, Belmont, and Goku Mini are confirmed to coming. So we don't know who else is gonna join the roster, or that it, like, because once again, I need more information about that. It's just that, once again, we are dried of news related to Xenoverse 2. Like I said, we got 6 as we recording this, we got 6 episodes of Daima in the history books. Yeah, the first 6 Daima episodes are not in history books, along with the first with the first 3 not English dubbed had a limited release in theaters. So with that, we're pretty much kind of light on Dragon Ball news. I don't know, even though there's a bunch of news, but we're light in terms of Daima. So with that, I will have to keep you guys up to snuff on my other social media platforms. Okay, for this one's obvious. The fact that the matter is that Helluva Boss is nearing its end of its 2nd season with only 2 episodes left, with episode 11 Mastermind pretty much on the way. Most likely going to be ending, in my personal theory, it's going to be after Black Friday. Most likely with my 30th, since it's only 30 days in November, so most likely it'll be on a Saturday. So yeah, that's pretty much how I personally feel about, you know, when episode 11 is going to come out. But the fact of the matter is that, as I stated before in earlier videos, that I was not going to give my personal thoughts on Helluva Boss Season 2 until it's concluded with both Mastermind and Sin's pretty much in the history books. But I did find a loophole and decided to review pretty much its official shorts, most notably Hell's Bells, Mission Antarctica, Mission Weeaboo, and Mission Chupacabra. Those were 4 shorts that I actually had to pretty much had the time to actually give my personal thoughts on, because they were short episodes that does tie into season 2. But once again, those are shorts that basically expand upon the show, since pretty much everything is all locked down between the relationship between Blitz and Stolas at this point, because the latest episode, Ghost Efforts, just revealed that, yeah, Blitz had it really bad with, you know, what happened back at Roscoe's party in Apology Tour. So yeah, we're still waiting to knowing how this will all end by the time Christmas rolls around. So yeah, man, I'm gonna have to keep my stuff on the down low until eventually season 2 is concluded. But remember, I've already reviewed Helluva Boss season 1 and its 4 shorts. So with that, looking forward to Mastermind and Sismiz to fully conclude season 2 of Helluva Boss. And that goes for all of you Helluva Boss fans too. Well, it's about that time. Beastars, the final season, has finally got a release date. And well, there's one thing to say about it, is that it's only part 1 of the final season. So yeah, it took us 3 years to finally say, was it worth the wait? The fact is that we finally got the final season, only to be caught off guard that it's going to be part 1 of it. Me personally, I felt a bit skeptical about how they're gonna approach it. Like I said, the manga has been concluded, and the fact is that the first 2 seasons took place at Legoshi's school, at Legoshi's academy, but now the rest of the show is gonna take place outside that, since, you know, Legoshi's no longer with the school, even though they did catch Ted's killer. The fact is that Legoshi, unfortunately, in order to keep himself out of trouble, he had to leave the school. He had to leave his own academy, leave his buddies and bros and homies and behind, because the fact that, one, he got the killer who killed Ted, but unfortunately at the cost of having to leave school. They pretty much, like, in short, they kicked him out, man. And the fact that I had to wait 3 years to finally get a conclusion to that. I've already covered Beastars season 1 and 2, and this is the things I get for waiting 3 years for this. I have to endure the first part of the final season on Netflix. Okay, I see how it is, but push comes to shove, you know, animation has never been this good. But the fact is that in terms of the animation industry, things have been looking bleak right now. So to me, I cannot say much, but I do hope that Beastars can finally conclude Legoshi's story, because I want to move on to other stuff, bro, because I have other stuff about, like, other shows that I have planned. Just as some of them that I have on this list, because, me personally, I'm hoping Legoshi gets at least a satisfying ending, because I'm pretty much done with this show. Okay, you guys have figured it out, because pretty much back in the beginning of October, I had to take my personal experience with Digital Circus, and the fact is that I've only just gotten to recently watch episode 3, which involves pretty much Kinger got a shotgun and blowing a goddamn abomination of a head. But once again, Kinger is goated, and the fact that Jack is on the verge of about to crack, because once again, he ain't getting no fun. But the fact of the matter is that Kane, what are you really up to? What are these adventures? What are you trying to pull with these adventures? What is your plan with these adventures? Do you really think Puma don't want to be here? Do you want to keep in this? But once again, Kinger, you're my favorite character, man. I'm hoping you do great things, because once again, once you see him in the darkness, he becomes sane, but when he's not, he's pretty much just gaga. That's what it is. But once again, you put up, like, because in episode 2, they put a bug on his head to basically make him, you know, come down to reality, and pretty much, you know, a same person for someone who is a king-size chess piece. I'm like, okay. And the fact that it found out that his wife was, you know, extracted, so it wouldn't make sense that he would have lost his wife. But the fact is that we really got this side of Kingo that I never thought I'd see. But yeah, man, I really looking forward to more Digital Circus. Episode 4 most likely come out next year, because once again, we're in the holidays. What the fuck would pretty much Glitch Productions work on anything during the holidays? I mean, if it ain't SCG4, then it most likely be other ones. Once again, we already got Murder Jones concluded this year, and we don't know about the Gaslight District, so looking forward to more content from Glitch Productions in the near future, if I am alive. Later down the road, that is in 2025, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see for ourselves in this one. Anyway, hashtag Circus is king. Let's do this. Anyway, on to the next topic.
Hazbin Hotel. Okay, you guys already know I've already gave my personal thoughts on Hazbin Hotel, I believe earlier this year. Yeah, I did it in a quick review on the channel alongside Hell's Bills from Helluva Boss, and all I can say is that, okay, I don't know who the freaking decided to leak some major plot elements for episode 2, but if I find you, it's on site, bro, because one, who the fuck, there has to be no way that this kind of information would have gotten out. It had to be someone, it had to be Patreon, it had to be someone was definitely snooping. And when we don't, because you know what happens when you deal with people who snooping around, basically gonna get what's coming to them. But once again, I remember, and I would advise to everybody who basically have found out about these leaks, yo, stay away from those leaks, bro. Like, I'm just being real with you. Stay away from those leaks, bro, because it ain't fun, man. It's no fun when pretty much all that hard work gets pretty much put on the cutting room floor and just left out to the goddamn cesspools of the internet known as the deep web, dark web, 4chan, whatever. God damn it, man. I don't know who the fridge nugget freaking thought it was a good idea to spoil the beans, man. No. So now the team over at pretty much 824 and all of them will have to basically change some major elements to try to make sure that those goddamn quote leaks are pretty much irrelevant. But thankfully, Busy Pop always comes up with some sort of plan in case stuff like this happens, because once again, there'll always be those goddamn motherfuckers who think it's funny to leak stuff. I will not tolerate something like this. I will not tolerate it. Especially the fans. They will not tolerate these goddamn leakers. No siree, man. Not even the team who worked on the show themselves. They will not tolerate it. But I'm looking forward to Helluva Boss Season 2.
When I did my mainline video on me returning to Cities Skylines, I actually meant about it. The fact that Cities Skylines 1 returned with new content was a shock to me, because we thought that pretty much Cities Skylines 1 was done with post-on support, but due to the botched launch of Cities Skylines 2 and the fact that console ports has been put on a definite hold until they get a proper release date for it, it screams the fact is that pretty much Paradox Era needed something coming in, because once again, Cities Skylines 1 was not only successful on PC, Mac and Linux, but also on PS4, Xbox One, PS5, and Series X. Oh, and also the Nintendo Switch too. So yeah, it makes sense that Telebus Media, the people who ported the game over, decided that they pretty much approached and tell them that, okay, if we're still not getting no release date for the sequel to Cities Skylines, we might as well start pumping out content for the first game in order to keep players around until eventually we get a release date for Cities Skylines 2 on consoles. And most notably the PS5 and Xbox Series X. So come on, Paradox Interactive, stop screwing around and get right to it. Like, come up with some sort of way to get this thing up and running. Because once again, what the Cities Skylines community is doing is trying to keep the players, console players, pretty much up to date on what's been going on with the release of the console ports of Cities Skylines 2 that's yet to get announced. and still yet to be determined. But once again, the City Skyline community always come through. So is it still mean I'm still returning to Skylines? Well, every now and then I will hop back to City Skylines. But for now, I will basically keep myself on the down low until we get more information about City Skylines 2 and likely more content for City Skylines 1. Remember, everything I said about me returning to the game has already been said in my last mainline video. So make sure you check that out on my main channel. Anyway, on to the next discussion. As for the gaming channel as a whole, you guys have figured out that you guys were sticking around when watching my Spyro's CTR World Tour videos. You guys been sticking around for my Tales of Iki Island expansion DLC, even as far as basically watching my latest tune-on builds on the Dodge Charger Hellcat and the Nissan Z prototype. But there is one thing you should know, was that there was one video, type of content I want to try to bring back that I have not done since August of this year, was the Madness Project Nexus Arena Combat Mode. The reason for this was that not too long after I posted my last two videos related to Project Nexus Arena Mode, my iMac suddenly just, kicked the bucket, meaning that none of my external drives can no longer read it. So unfortunately, I am now sitting on a $500 paperweight, and there is no way to actually get this fixed unless you have a very special tool to remove the screen, to remove the internal hard drive, just to replace it with a new one. And yeah, so with it, I end up having to spend over $100 plus $50 extra for the 8 gigs of RAM and 500 gigabytes of storage for a new MacBook Pro that can have the operating system macOS Catalina, which I needed to basically form synchronization when it comes to transferring files from one Mac to another, which I still have my MacBook Air. So thankfully, with both laptops, I have 8 gigs of RAM, which means things are running much faster now. So I'm hoping that by the time of next year, I'll be back in my Madness Project Nexus Arena Combat Mode whenever I have the time to do so. So keep that in mind. And that's pretty much all I have to say in regards to the gaming channel. I'm hoping to bring new content next year, and you might want to check the gaming channel out right now. Last but not least, I have one thing to say. This may be my last mainline blog video, but I do have 6 additional videos going to be coming out during the December of 2024. And 2 of those videos is going to relate to NFS Unbound Volume 9, because as I stated before, since I could not be able to meet that deadline, I will have to put the 2 new cars that are yet to be added to NFS Unbound in its own playlist, and I'm going to refer to it as the Christmas Special 2024, which consists of only 6 videos. So 2 other videos are going to relate to NFS Unbound, but what are the other videos have yet to be determined, so you will have to find out for yourselves. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I wish you all the best of luck and happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and see you all in the near future. Take care now. Hi, yes, welcome to the end of the video, and let's just say this is an editor's note. As you see on the screen, I am currently have the last 2 videos for the gaming channel up and ready. You just have to go and check them out whenever they are available, because once again, your boy has pretty much tied up loose ends to close out 2024. But what lies ahead for 2025, I do not know at this point. But I do know is that new content are on the way, just don't know when. Anyway, that's all to say for now. See y'all later.